Hey, digital investors, welcome back to another video where we go over everything that is going on inside of the crypto space. Hope you guys are all having a great day. I was on a YouTube break, so I know you guys haven't heard from me. Thank you guys to all of you who reached out and we're just curious where it is that I was. I got more messages than I expected. You guys just wondering what I was doing. I do have some uploads that went up in the Patreon, so if you want to see what we're doing in the Patreon, check that out. But I am glad to be back, and today is a good day in terms of some crypto news that we are getting. The market overall, right now we are in fear. Our fear and greed index shows us at 27, and prices for the most part are just sideways, right? Bitcoin at 35,000, Ethereum at 2,300, Cardano at $1.45. We have XRP at 69 cents. Not the lowest prices we've ever seen, but at the same time, you know, the bullish hype train is definitely not still here. But while that bullish hype train is no longer really here, right? A lot of people who got into crypto and experienced this first major pullback, this pullback was a major pullback for a lot of people who are just coming into the crypto space, and I think many of them are probably no longer here. But we do have some evidence, some data that shows that the whales are here and they are buying up a ton. And also, just from some of the articles that we'll be going over today, one being this: German law allowing 415 billion investment into crypto takes effect. We see the world readying to, in my opinion, it looks like to completely adopt crypto, right? So again, while prices are sideways, while they are not interesting, certainly there are some interesting things going on in terms of countries, institutions readying, basically the entire world readying for crypto. So let's start here. If you guys are a frequent viewer of the show and you'd like to show some support, tap the like button. It really does help a ton, and I appreciate all the support that you guys choose to give. And we're going to hop right into it. If it is your first time here, hopefully you'll drop a like at some point throughout this video. All right, so Vietnam's prime minister has asked the State Bank of Vietnam to pilot cryptocurrency implementation from 2021 until 2023, according to a Vietnam news report. Okay, so we're seeing Vietnam getting ready for cryptocurrencies, and they do say some pretty interesting stuff. So Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh signed the decision approving the country's e-government development strategy, which involves assessing artificial intelligence, big data, augmented reality, virtual reality, and blockchain technology. So I just kind of wanted to highlight, not only is it just blockchain technology, but again, they say virtual reality, big data, artificial intelligence. I think a lot of people get really focused on blockchain, really focused on Bitcoin, but these things right here are also things that cryptocurrencies and blockchains really enhance, right? They're the AI projects out there, the data projects, the gaming projects. I mean, these are huge. So the cryptocurrency pilot program is expected to help the government discover the pros and cons while developing a appropriate management mechanism. Cashless payments are increasing in Vietnam, and the recognition of digital currencies by the central bank would help accelerate this process. The deputy director said that digital money is an inevitable trend, right? And we are I would say we are in that trend right now, right? Most of us are already using debit cards or credit cards. Most of the times when we're buying or transacting, it's all digital. So I think we are well into the digitization trend. I think we're moving into, instead of just dollars, we're realizing, oh wow, there's all these different crypto assets we can use, right? If we're going digital anyway, why would we choose to use dollars when we can use these other much superior currencies, forms of money, things like that. Now we also have this: Philippine Stock Exchange eyes cryptocurrency trading and says it's an asset class that we cannot ignore anymore. Again, we have the entire world. We just went over Vietnam. Now we're going to go over Philippines. Later on, we're going to go over Germany. We're going to go over Valkyrie. We have crypto whales buying Bitcoin and user growth at all-time highs. Again, today's a good day if you're looking at the crypto fundamentals. So they say it's an asset class that we cannot ignore anymore. The National Stock Exchange of the Philippines is reportedly eyeing crypto trading. President and CEO Manzan said Friday that the PSE, which is the Philippines Stock Exchange, should be the exchange platform for crypto assets. Noting that the matter was discussed during a top management meeting 2 weeks ago, Manzan said that it's an asset class that we cannot ignore anymore. As was quoted saying, he said if there should be any exchange for cryptos, it should be done at the PSE. Why? Because Number one, it's because we have the trading infrastructure, but more important, we'll be able to have investor protection safeguards, especially with a product like crypto. He says, we're waiting for the rules from the Securities and Exchange Commission on how crypto or digital asset trading will be governed. And it'll be interesting to see what happens with the Ripple lawsuit, right? Maybe that will help provide, right? See what the SEC actually says. The central bank established new guidelines for crypto asset service providers in January after seeing accelerated growth in the use of cryptocurrencies in the past 3 years. They say it is high time that we broaden the scope of existing regulations in recognition of the evolving nature of this financial innovation and set out, never have I seen this word before, commensurate risk management expectations, the central bank wrote. So interesting stuff, right? Philippine Stock Exchange, they want to be a crypto exchange, have people buying the crypto. I mean, why not, right? You're already getting all the free marketing, right? Everybody is, I mean, not right at this moment, but before you guys saw all the celebrities talking about Bitcoin, right? I mean, it's pretty much free advertising. If you have a business where you can make money off buying or selling Bitcoin, you know, i.e. an exchange, you're basically getting all the free advertising. You just got to get people to use your exchange. If you already are a stock exchange, it's nothing to, you know, just add some crypto. So crypto whales pounce on Bitcoin in sudden buying spree as user growth shatters all-time highs. So, you know, despite the prices being, you know, low, and despite fear and greed indexes being fearful and scary, we have to keep in mind that this is the point of maximum opportunity to buy when retail is fearful. The whales know this. So Willy Woo says deep-pocketed crypto investors are pouncing on Bitcoin and amid Bitcoin's growing fundamentals. Wu says Bitcoin whales, or entities that are holding between 1,000 and 10,000 Bitcoins, are suddenly buying the leading cryptocurrency. And he posted this chart right here. The abrupt Bitcoin buying spree from whales comes as the number of Bitcoin users hits a fresh 2021 high. And this is data from Glassnode, Bitcoin user growth at all-time highs for 2021. And they go ahead and they post this chart right here. This is Bitcoin entities net growth. The entity's net growth would be this orange line right here, and price, which is the price of Bitcoin, is this gray line right here. So we can pretty much see right here's the March crash, around that time in March with the, you know, the whole pandemic and everything crashed. And if we go up to right here, once we kind of came out of that consolidation, right, we broke up from this, it was clear, right? In hindsight, we can see, you know, yeah, it was a support resistance flip, and we started our bear market. So right from there, we had mass accumulation from these entities, right? Entities net growth started going up massively. Entities just accumulating Bitcoin. Right here around this time, right, when this crashed, no one was really accumulating. But now, right, now that we're still low, right? Keep in mind, we're still low, but check out this line. So they started accumulating here. Price is still going down, but look at just how much these entities are accumulating while we are in fear. Interesting stuff, right? You basically have to go against your emotions. Wu says a key group of investors is accumulating Bitcoin behind the scenes, and he says, unbeknownst to the market right now, the strong hands are coming in and quietly, ever so slightly, accumulating their coins. And so we're at ratios right now of last seen at this point here. March 2021 price was around 48 to 49,000. At this level of supply shock meaning these guys that hodl these coins are not selling. He adds that the current activity of strong Bitcoin holders reminds him of Bitcoin's price action nearly a year ago when it was trading just above 10,000. He said eventually when these guys dominate, there are very little coins to be had. We're at a classic fundamentals divergent from prices. Prices running down, all the technical traders and chartists are super bearish. They're thinking 20,000 because that's the next Fibonacci level in the major support zone, but price action looks like it's confirming it. Meanwhile, we've got this fundamental divergence happening with strong hands mopping up the coins. And I have not seen this size of divergence since this zone here in August of 2020. So really interesting stuff, right? Yeah, if you're just looking at the charts, you might be looking for, you know, a drop down to the next Fibonacci target. And what Willy Woo here is trying to say is that you also have to look at the fundamentals, right? Yes, if you're looking at the charts, that might play out, but also check out these whales, these entities that are accumulating massive amounts of Bitcoin. Pretty crazy stuff. Whether or not we come down further and hit another fib level, you know, in the long run, guys, my opinion is who really cares, right? Whether we're going to go down lower, you know, drop 5-6 grand, whatever the price target actually is, whether that happens or not, in the long term, it doesn't really matter, right? In the short term, it should just be looked at as an opportunity to accumulate some on the cheap, because that's exactly how the whales view it. The lower the price goes, all the whales think is, oh, okay, we can get it a bit cheaper. If you can have that mindset, you can just make so much more money than if you just follow the herd and you just you know, go with that herd mentality, chasing green candles. It never ends well. Here we have crypto asset manager Valkyrie raises 10 million in a Series A round. Digital asset manager and Bitcoin ETF proponent Valkyrie Investments recently concluded a 10 million Series A funding round, once again highlighting growing investor interest in crypto-focused firms. In addition to Charlie Lee, who is a well-known entrepreneur in the cryptocurrency industry, the funding round also saw participation from XBTO, BTC Media, UTXO Management, Consolidated Trading, and 10X Capital. Interestingly, former Major League Baseball pitcher C.J. Wilson was also among the investors, as was Tron founder Justin Sun. The Valkyrie CEO and World Bank veteran Leah Wald said her firm is focused on broadening investor access to cryptocurrencies in a managed, research-driven manner that ultimately provides best-in-class products to all kinds of investors. And here we have the German law allowing $415 billion in investments into crypto to take effect. A new law in Germany that could theoretically prompt up to $415 billion to flow into crypto takes effect Thursday. Germany's Fund Location Act permits special funds or special funds to invest as much as 20% of their portfolios in crypto, and the law actually came into effect today. Should every special fund or special fund choose to allocate the full 20% in crypto, that would equate to $415 billion in US dollars, based on the total assets under management of such funds in Germany. Special funds are the dominant institutional investment vehicle in Germany. A sizable allocation of this market toward crypto could have profound implications across Europe because the country has the Eurozone's largest economy. So just one more way, right, guys? Just one more way how we could see, potentially, right, just out of Germany, 415 billion flow into crypto. Again, that has to mean, you know, all of them put the full 20%. I'm sure that's not going to happen, right? All of them doing the full 20%. If it did, I mean, I wouldn't say I'd be surprised, but that would be pretty crazy. Our fear and greed index for today, we've already checked this out. We know it's at 27. We are in fear, so we're not going to spend time on that. Prices for today, we could hit the top 10. We already went over Bitcoin through XRP, right? We hit on Cardano, I think $1.45, Dogecoin 24 cents, Polkadot at $16, Uniswap at $21, Bitcoin Cash 534, Litecoin 145, Solana 35, Chainlink at 19. ETH Classic 57, Polygon $1.16. It's about our top 15, 16 cryptos right there. With that said, guys, I'm going to end the video here. If you enjoyed it, if you could tap the like button, that would help a ton in growing the channel. The like helps with the YouTube algorithm to push this video out to more people. Also, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified each time I upload. And with that said, guys, I will see you on the next one. Thanks for all your support and have a good one.